Imagine flying in a rickety wooden biplane at night, with the enemy firing at you from the ground and chasing you in high-tech fighter jets. That's exactly what the Nakhtheksan, or Night Witches, did during World War II. This all-female Soviet bomber regiment struck fear into the hearts of Nazi soldiers and earned a legendary reputation for their fearless, silent attack. It all started during World War II. A squadron of fearless women shattered expectations and became legends. Officially known as the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, these Soviet women pilots earned the nickname Night Witches from terrified German soldiers who feared their daring nighttime bombing raids. But their journey to the skies was far from easy. It all began with Colonel Marina Raskova, the Russian Amelia Earhart, a trailblazing Soviet pilot and war hero. At the start of the war, Raskova received countless letters from women desperate to serve their country beyond traditional support roles. Seeing their potential, she pushed for women to take on more active roles in combat. Her efforts paid off in October 1941, when Joseph Stalin ordered her to form 3 all-female air units, including the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, the only one to remain entirely female, from pilots to mechanics. In 1942, young women aged 17 to 26 arrived in Engels, a small Soviet town, to begin their training. What awaited them was far from glamorous. They were handed oversized male uniforms, boots that didn't fit, and military haircuts. One pilot later said, "We didn't recognize ourselves in the mirror. We saw boys there." But their spirits remained unshaken. Flying outdated Polikarpov P-2 biplanes, originally designed for crop dusting, these women turned their underdog status into an advantage. The planes were slow, open to the elements, and could only carry 6 bombs, forcing the pilots to make multiple trips each night, up to 18 missions in one stretch. Parachutes weren't an option because of weight restrictions, and they flew at dangerously low altitudes to avoid detection. Yet they persevered. Between 1942 and 1945, the Night Witches flew over 30,000 missions and dropped more than 23,000 tons of bombs. They targeted supply depots, ammunition dumps, and enemy strongholds, disrupting Nazi operations and demoralizing their forces. Their bravery and skill earned them widespread respect and fear. Their tactics were as ingenious as they were nerve-wracking. Each mission involved 3 planes. 2 acted as decoys, drawing enemy fire and searchlight, while the third, engines cut to glide silently, dropped bombs on Nazi targets. The eerie whooshing of their planes earned them their witchy nickname, Nakhtheksan, Night Witches, a title they proudly embraced. The Germans were mystified, even concocting wild stories about the pilots taking pills to gain night vision. But one of the most famous Night Witches, who flew 852 missions, dismissed this nonsense. "What we did have were clever, educated, very talented girls," she said. "Their success didn't come from magic, but from grit, intelligence, and an unyielding commitment to their mission." Operating under harrowing conditions, the Night Witches wreaked havoc on German supply lines and morale. Their impact was so significant that any German soldier who managed to shoot one down was awarded. Despite sexism and limited resources, they proved their mettle. By the end of the war, they had become one of the most decorated units in the Soviet Air Force. Many received the Hero of the Soviet Union award, and their bravery remains celebrated today. The Night Witches weren't just fearless pilots, they were symbols of resilience and defiance. They proved that courage knows no gender, even in the face of war's darkest nights. Their story isn't just about military triumph. It's about breaking barriers and rewriting what women were believed to be capable of. So, the next time someone questions whether women can handle high-pressure situations, remind them of the Night Witches teenagers who flew wooden planes into enemy fire and came out legends. What part of their story inspires you most? Would you have had the courage to fly into battle in those old planes? Let's talk about it. For more videos like this, comment and subscribe.